Thom Hartmann here on the news. You need to know this. Thanks to Edward Snowden, a federal court may finally hear the Electronic Frontier Foundation's case defending our Fourth Amendment rights. Long before the whistleblower exposed top-secret NSA documents, the EFF was fighting to protect our privacy. The organization has filed multiple lawsuits against the NSA for spying on Americans. But until now, the government has been able to convince the courts to block the EFF cases using legal technicalities like standing and state secrets. But those technical hurdles have been cleared since our nation found out about the NSA's massive surveillance program. On Monday, U.S. District Judge Jeffrey White rejected the government's attempts to block the lawsuit using the so-called state secrets defense. Judge White dismissed other parts of the lawsuit but allowed the Fourth Amendment claims to go forward. He ordered both parties to present more evidence on the constitutionality of government surveillance and requested a briefing from officials explaining exactly how leaked NSA documents affected national security. The ruling was not a clear win for the Electronic Frontier Foundation, but it removed one of the huge barriers that organization faced in its legal challenge. Cindy Cohen, the EFF's legal director, said, "That is huge. That was the centerpiece of the government's defense." When Edward Snowden revealed that Americans were, in fact, being spied on, the EFF and other privacy organizations cleared that first major hurdle, as they can now prove they have a right to challenge government surveillance in court. And the second ruling removed the NSA's second line of defense to a legal challenge. The only barrier now to a constitutional challenge is so-called sovereign immunity, which means these organizations can't sue the government unless the government allows them to do so. That's still a major hurdle, but the EFF isn't giving up without a fight. Stay tuned. In Screwed news, Walmart is giving D.C. lawmakers an ultimatum: keep wages low or the mega retailer will build their next store in a different city. The District of Columbia Council has less than 24 hours to consider Walmart's demand, as a vote on the district's new super minimum wage proposal is scheduled for today. The new plan goes into effect, and large retailers with sales of over $1 billion would be forced to pay workers at least $12.50 an hour, about 50% more than the city's $8.25 per hour minimum wage. As the new proposals give most other large retailers like Home Depot, Costco, and Macy's a grandfather period and an exemption for unionized workforces, Walmart alleges that the law subjects them to a higher standard. However, those other retailers typically offer higher hourly wages, benefits packages, and full-time work for their employees. Walmart is demanding a decision today, so it's now in the hands of lawmakers to decide if they represent workers or corporations. In the best of the rest of the news, Senate Democrats are getting ready for a fight. They're preparing to force confirmation votes on several of President Obama's appointments and threatening to reform the filibuster if those votes don't happen. Republicans have repeatedly blocked the president's nominations, which has created a backlog of judges and appointments. In response, Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid and fellow Democrats are pushing for up or down votes on nominees for the EPA, the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, and the National Labor Relations Board, all of which have been held up by Republican obstruction. Democratic Senator Jeff Merkley said Republicans have, quote, essentially said they are going to disable the executive branch if a minority of the Senate disagrees with or dislikes the people the president puts forward. However, it appears that GOP tactic may finally be put to an end. We'll have to wait and see if the Democrats really fix the filibuster this time around. Same-sex couples in Pennsylvania are suing for the right to marry. Only weeks after the Supreme Court struck down part of the Federal Defense of Marriage Act, gay and lesbian couples in Pennsylvania are challenging that state's version of that discriminatory law. The group of plaintiffs includes 10 couples and one woman who recently lost her same-sex spouse of 29 years. The ACLU has also joined the suit, which argues that Pennsylvania's Defense of Marriage Act is a violation of the Equal Protections Clause of the 14th Amendment. Deb Whitewood, one of the plaintiffs in the case, said, "We only want what every married couple wants, to express our love and commitment in front of friends and family and the security and protection that only marriage provides." As many predicted after the Supreme Court ruling, similar lawsuits are popping up in several states that refuse to recognize same-sex marriage. Now that there's precedent from our nation's highest court, it is likely that many of these court battles will mean marriage equality will soon be law in more states. And finally, temperatures in Death Valley are hovering over 120 degrees, but that's not the problem park rangers are complaining about. One of the Death Valley National Park rangers recently posted an anonymous YouTube video of himself frying an egg using only the desert heat. That video has sparked a rash of park visitors trying to recreate the experiment. However, most visitors aren't bothering to use a pan like the unnamed ranger did in his video. According to NBC News, the small staff is begging people to stop leaving sticky messes for the rangers to clean up. A post on the Death Valley National Park Facebook page reads, "This is your national park. Please put trash in garbage or recycle bins provided and don't crack eggs on the sidewalk." And that's the way it is today, Wednesday, July 10th, 2013. I'm Thom Hartmann on the news.